So I will be 37 years young next month. And not until a few days ago, it finally clicked to me about manifestation, about timeline jump, about how your beliefs shape your reality. When you look, everything is ordinary. When you see, everything is extraordinary. Welcome to Eye of Rose, a space for deep, solid conversations with yourself, with spirit, and with the unseen. I'm Rusnaini, an intuitive guide here to help souls remember who they truly are, to heal and awaken the truth already living inside. This podcast is for those walking the path between worlds, where healing, intuition, and inner wisdom rise from within. Here, we don't chase perfection. We return to the essence, to soul, the part of you that always knows. I'm grateful you are here. Hello, how are you doing? I trust you are doing well. Today I want to share about timeline jump and how I manifest helping my brother to get out of his debt paying his medical bills. We're going to deep dive into the beliefs and how you speak your life into existence. This just happened recently. So, my brother was having a hard time to pay his medical bill. He's in Indonesia and he was very sick. He had a hard time to breathe. He said it's so painful that he just cannot handle it anymore. And the doctor said that he needs surgery because it's so bad that if he didn't get that surgery, basically he's going to suffer. And so he didn't have any money. He just have hope that I was able to help him. But at that time, very unfortunate that I wasn't able to help. And he did the surgery and he was able to pay it by borrowing money from his friend with one condition that he has to return the money by 25th of July because his friend need that money to use for travel. And at that time I was very sad because I cannot help my brother. You know that feeling? And so the days goes on, he was just looking for someone who are able to help and nobody was willing. So the next day I decided to do breath work. In that session I come with intention that asking my higher self to guide me on what do I need to do for my work. And at the end of the session, I saw my friend in Indonesia. And right after, my brother showed up. And I knew then that my friend is the one that able to help my brother. So after the session, I reach out to her. And mind you, that is already midnight over there in Indonesia. So I explained the whole thing, the whole situation. And at that time, I come from open heart and I didn't have any expectation that she's willing to help my brother. None. I had zero expectation. What I noticed, I was in deep gratitude for my friend because she was there. Whether she is able to help my brother or not, it's out of my control. I let my hand go. And so she replied to me immediately. She said that, yeah, I will let you know in the morning. It's already midnight here and I'm half asleep. And after that, I just move on with my day and I completely forget about the whole situation. And nighttime for me, where morning to her, I received a message from her and she said, I was half asleep when you text me and when I text you back. So I didn't really understand the whole situation. And now reading everything back, yes, I'm happy to help, asking me my account number. And so I sent it to her, and she said that I'm so grateful that I just received this money, and I know this is meant to be for your brother. And from that, my brain about to explode. And I cannot even believe that happened, like, what? And what crazy about this is that when I think about it, it just doesn't make sense. I have a lot of questions like how, why she's willing to pay the whole thing. This is just don't make sense. And when I sit with open heart without thinking anything, and the answer is yeah, of course. There's no question asked. This whole situation, it really reminded me of how powerful we are when we are leaning into the unknown and simply trust, no question asked. And this situation, it really reminded me how important to set intention and to not have any expectation. And mind you, that day, it was on the 24th, one day before my brother's friend needed the money. In my head, I didn't know how I was able to help my brother. And come to find out, I'm able to help him by being a bridge between my friend and him. And from this, I learned that how important that is to let go of our expectations, because our expectations actually limiting us from expanding ourselves, from receiving what the universe has for us. When you let go and lean into the unknown, that's when universe provide for you. All you have to do just open to receive in your feminine energy. And from this situation, I really take this as serious reminder so I can lean into the unknown at all the times, because oftentimes we forget, because that is our human nature. It's so easy for us to forget than to remember things. And this is why it's so important to have that self awareness so that we can be in alignment with our higher self at all times. Because only then we are able to manifest anything and everything and live the life that we desire. So I will be 37 years young next month. And not until a few days ago, it finally clicked to me about manifestation, about timeline jump, about how your beliefs shape your reality and you speak your life into existence. So I have been into a deep reflection and just reviewing and reflecting on my life and myself, on what is it that I have done that no longer serve me, because I want to let go of everything that no longer serve me and only keep what is serving me. I was just doing recapitulation, being in my silence, and I received this message that I really need to let go of everything, remove my past history, remove literally everything that I have known. That's the only way for me to be able to change my life. And I carried this deep wound of fear of abandonment. And I realized that it really rules my life without me even realizing it. This is how I do it. I pretend that I was a computer that need to be reset. I imagine that I was just deleting everything back to factory setting. I decided in that moment that I completely forget anything and everything, and I am start anew. And I kid you not, in that moment, I felt something in my body. It first started in my chest, that I have this sensation that I cannot even describe how that feels. So this sensation started in my chest, and then it goes through all my body. And Right now, my back is so hot. The energy just flow through me. It's so intense. So anyway, I just follow how I felt in that moment. From that moment, I started new and I lean in into the unknown. And this is also the reason why I feel like it is important to be aware on what you tell yourself, because your words is your prayer and it is so powerful. You speak your life into existence. This has also reminded me how important that is, to constantly checking in with yourself and tune in, asking yourself on your belief systems. So if I didn't remove my past history and if I didn't reset my computer, my belief system, I don't think that I was able to help my brother. I wasn't able to be the bridge between my friend and my brother. And here's the thing, your frequency is your currency. And if I show up to my friend as someone who desperate, I don't think that she is willing to help. I show up with open heart. I didn't have any expectation whatsoever. And from that, I trust whatever her answer is, whether she's able to help my brother or she's not, I am already grateful. This is also a reminder that no matter what happened in our life, we must maintain the gratitude that we feel about anything and everything. Really, it's the most important thing in life, because your frequency is your currency. And when you are in a gratitude at all time, you are in your highest frequency. And this whole situation reminded me how powerful we are when we are in our stillness, when we are lean into the unknown and just trust our heart. This is another thing that I would like to talk about, is how we speak our life into existence. If you pay attention on the words that you are saying, you will realize how much that you are blocking yourself from living in abundance life. Ever since I'm able to see the energetic behind the words that we are saying, I really pay attention on the words that I'm speaking, because I realize how important that is to aware. So self-awareness is the key on everything in our life. And I just want to invite you to really pay attention on the words that you are saying, not just to people, but the most important thing is how you speak to yourself. Are you a person who always questioning yourself whether you are worthy on receiving whatever that is, whether compliment or gift from other people, because you think that you are not worthy and you're just questioning yourself, like, why that person is so nice to me? Like, what did I do? Are you that person? I used to be that person who questioned everything about my self-worth. Every time people being nice to me, and I would be like, I don't know why that person is so nice to me. Like, I didn't do anything. When people give me compliment, I immediately deny it or push it aside, and I will immediately give that compliment back to them without even thanking them, acknowledge the compliment. Like, I cannot receive that. It's all because I felt like I wasn't worthy on receiving that. It all come from my childhood trauma that I didn't realize that I carried until adult life. This whole thing, it really shown me how powerful we are, and we can change our life to the best possible ways. We can live our dream lives. We can live the life that we desire. It's all matter of how much you are willing to let go. Let go of your old beliefs that no longer serve you, and start living from your highest good, where you don't let anything outside of you dictate on how you feel about yourself, about others, and about the whole situation in your life. So, anyway, I hope from my story help you to remember how powerful you are and how important self-awareness is, because from self-aware we are able to catch our limiting beliefs, we are able to catch the words that we are saying, and just start to pay more attention on everything in our lives, because it truly a game changer when you are able to aware on anything and everything. And that is when you are able to maintain your frequency, because remember, your frequency is your currency. And with that being said, thank you so much for being here with me today. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one.